Hey, bold and the beautiful fans. It is time for your weekly prediction edition. And oh my goodness, do we have a packed week to break down because Port Charles... Wait, sorry, wrong show, because Los Angeles is absolutely on fire right now, and the drama is coming from every single direction. We're talking about RJ possibly running a fake romance to stay close to the woman he actually wants. Steffy sniffing out a conspiracy that is hiding right under everyone's noses. Wyatt Spencer rolling back into town with what might be a very juicy secret. Hope lying straight to her mother's face, and de-designing something that could blow the entire fashion world wide open. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we have got predictions for RJ and Dylan, for Steffy, for Wyatt and Shauna, for Hope and Brooke, and also for D-Sharp. And before we get into all of this glorious drama, please click that subscribe button if you are not already following us, because you genuinely cannot afford to miss a single episode. Alright, let's get into it. Our first prediction. RJ is fake romancing Dylan just to stay close to Elektra. So here is what the spoilers are giving us for the week. Tuesday has RJ and Dylan getting noticeably closer. Wednesday has Dylan worrying about risking her job at Forrester. And by Thursday, Ridge is already raising an eyebrow and wondering if his son has a new woman in his life. That is a lot of movement in a very short amount of time, and it is telling us something important about where RJ's head is at. Now let's back up and look at the full picture here. Dylan spent a good chunk of this past week thinking about Will. She told Will she loved him. I think it was around that second kiss. And it was real, and it was vulnerable, and it clearly meant something to her. But Dylan is also Elektra's best friend again, and being Elektra's best friend means Dylan has to let go of Will and just be supportive. So Dylan is doing the right thing even though it is costing her emotionally. RJ, meanwhile, is in a completely different kind of pain. He got a physical sucker punch from Will at Bikini Bar, and then he got the emotional gut punch that honestly hurt a lot worse. Watching Elektra make it crystal clear that she is with Will, that she loves Will, and not only that, she is moving in with him. That is a lot to absorb. That is not just losing the girl. That is watching the girl choose someone else and build a life with them right in front of you. So RJ is supposed to be getting over it. And next week on the surface, it looks like he is. He and Dylan are out at Bikini. They're on the dance floor. He is showing her a good time. He is being charming and attentive, and Ridge can see something is different with his son and is going to start asking questions about RJ's love life. To everyone watching from the outside, this looks like RJ moving on. But I do not think that is what is actually happening here. I think RJ is using Dylan. Not cruelly. I do not think he is sitting at home twirling a mustache planning this out. But I think on some level he knows that Dylan is now Elektra's best friend again, which means getting close to Dylan keeps him in Elektra's orbit. He can hear updates. He can be around. He can stay connected to that world without looking desperate or obsessive. And Dylan, who is already emotionally vulnerable because she is trying to get over Will, is going to read RJ's attention as genuine. She is going to start to develop real feelings here. And that is where my heart breaks a little for Dylan, because RJ literally warned Will that was going to break Elektra's heart.
He made this whole speech about it.
And now RJ is about to do the exact same thing to Dylan. He is going to romance her, string her along, and when Elektra becomes available again, or when the situation shifts, Dylan is going to be left holding the bag. History repeating itself in the most bold and the beautiful way possible. Our second prediction. Steffy smells a rat, and she is going straight to Katie for answers. Friday spoilers have Steffy demanding answers from Katie, and that conversation is going to be explosive. So, let's trace how we got here. This past Friday, and this storyline may be carrying right into Monday's episode, Steffy showed up at the Logan house to confront Hope about this so-called leave of absence. Before that, Ridge had gone to Hope and asked her to come back, and Hope pushed back hard. She said she did not feel valued at Forrester. She said the hope for the future line was not being treated as a priority. And Ridge, bless his heart, took that back to Steffy, and Steffy said fine, Hope can take her leave, but she better come back with a better attitude. Which honestly was one of the funniest lines Steffy has had in a while, because she is not wrong, but also the audacity. So Steffy goes over to smooth things over with Hope directly. Maybe she wants to have an adult conversation. Maybe she wants to extend an olive branch. But something gets said. Something about Katie comes up in the conversation, and Steffy's antenna goes up immediately because Steffy Forrester did not get to where she is by ignoring her instincts. She notices things. She connects dots. And the dots around Hope and Katie are starting to form a very suspicious picture. Here is what makes this even more dangerous for Hope. The show has made a deliberate point in recent episodes of showing Hope and Dee being very careful about how they come and go from Spencer publications. They're sneaking in and out, watching to make sure they are not seen, keeping their collaboration quiet. And this week when Hope and Dee do their mini collection preview, they are literally hiding in the wings, peeking through the curtains, while Katie is the one standing front and center presenting everything. They are staying invisible on purpose. But if Steffy shows up at Logan and catches even a glimpse of something, a sketch, a fabric swatch, a design board that looks familiar, she is going to recognize Dee's work. Because Steffy knows fashion. She lives and breathes it. She is not going to look at a D-sharp design and think it came from a random emerging talent. She is going to know exactly whose aesthetic that is. So I think we are heading towards Steffy marching into whatever room Katie is in and demanding to know what is going on. And Katie is going to have to decide in that moment whether to protect Hope or protect herself. That is a genuinely fascinating corner for this story to paint itself into, and I cannot wait to watch it unfold. Our third prediction: Wyatt is hiding a secret May-December romance with Shauna. Monday spoilers have Liam asking Wyatt to stay on board permanently and become a real part of Logan. And that conversation started on Friday when Liam first floated the idea to Wyatt about taking a job at Spencer and planting roots back in Los Angeles. So that is going to continue and escalate on Monday. But here is what I cannot stop thinking about. Shauna Fulton gave Wyatt a ride from Las Vegas to Los Angeles. Not a flight, not a rental car, a road trip. A long, intimate, enclosed-space road trip where two people are stuck together for hours. And now Shauna is here. She is eager. She wants to get in on the ground floor of whatever is happening with Logan, and she is not going anywhere. Now, yes, Shauna is Flo's mother. Yes, Wyatt was once engaged to Flo. And yes, we know Wyatt and Flo are no longer together. But Shauna is not Flo. Shauna is her own woman, and she is a very compelling one. And the fact that Denise Richards looks absolutely phenomenal right now, she talked about her facelift openly, it is on her Instagram, and she was not lying, it is stunning, means the show absolutely has the ability to put Shauna in storylines that are about her as a woman, not just as someone's mother. And here's the thing about Wyatt that people sometimes forget: this man has a type. He was once engaged to Katie Logan, his stepmother. He has demonstrated a clear appreciation for older women who know who they are and what they want. So Shauna fitting into that pattern is not a stretch at all. It actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it. So my prediction is that Wyatt and Shauna arrived in LA already in some kind of situationship, or maybe even an actual relationship that they have not told anyone about yet. Wyatt is going to push for Liam or Bill to find a place for Shauna at Spencer or at Logan. And when Bill asks why Wyatt is going to such lengths for his ex-fiancee's mother, that secret is going to come spilling out. And the look on Bill Spencer's face when he realizes what might be going on between his son and Shauna Fulton is going to be absolutely priceless television. Our fourth prediction: Hope lies directly to Brooke's face, and it is going to blow up spectacularly. Tuesday spoilers have Bill and Katie looking forward to the future together. Wednesday has Hope and Dee hosting their mini fashion preview. Thursday brings Hope some disappointing news. And Friday has Steffy demanding answers from Katie. Those four things are building towards something that cannot stay hidden much longer. Think about the sheer volume of sneaking around Hope is doing right now. She is at Spencer Publications essentially every day. She and Dee are deep in collaboration mode. They already have enough ready for a preview event this week, which means weeks of work have happened at a pace that does not suggest a woman who is sitting at home on a peaceful leave of absence staring at the ceiling and finding herself. And Brooke is not oblivious. Brooke Logan has been around long enough to know when something does not add up. Hope told Ridge and Brooke that she needed this leave to figure out her future because she did not feel valued at Forrester. That is the story. But a woman who is genuinely taking time to rest and reflect does not disappear from the house every morning and come home at odd hours. Brooke is going to notice the cabin is empty. She's going to notice Hope is not poolside, not around the estate, not doing any of the things a person on a mental health break actually does. And when Brooke presses, because Brooke will press, she always does, she cannot help herself. Hope is going to have to make a choice. Come clean to her mother about the Logan line and the secret collaboration with Katie, or look Brooke in the eye and lie. And given that Hope has already been lying about the leave of absence from day one, she is going to keep lying. She is going to add another layer. And then another one. And every single lie is going to make the eventual explosion so much bigger. Because remember, Hope did not just go to Katie for help. Hope went to Katie behind Brooke's back. That is the betrayal that is really going to sting when Brooke finds out. Not just that Hope left Forrester, not just that she started a new venture, but that she ran to Brooke's own sister and kept it a secret. The Logan sister drama this is going to trigger is going to be appointment television, and I genuinely cannot wait. Hope has operated in ethical gray areas before. Let us not forget, she convinced Carter to essentially steal Forrester from the family, but lying to her own mother's face is going to cost her big time when the truth lands. Our fifth and final prediction. Dee designs a showstopper gown built around the blue diamond, and it is going to change everything. Monday spoilers have Brooke and Katie reaching an agreement about something. Tuesday has Bill and Katie looking ahead with optimism. And Wednesday is the Hope and Dee mini preview. So let's talk about this blue diamond situation because it is about to become the centerpiece of everything. Wyatt showed Liam on Friday that he has the blue hope for the future diamond. He is holding it in his hand, and it is real, and it is back, and it is significant. We know Bill Spencer wants to be a major part of the launch of the new Hope Logan line at Logan. And if Bill is involved and the blue diamond is in the building, then obviously the big question becomes, who wears it, and what are they wearing when they wear it? This is where Dee Sharp earns her spot in the story. Dee is not just designing pretty clothes. She is designing something that is going to anchor an entire brand relaunch. And I think she's going to create a showstopper, a gown that is designed from the ground up to make that blue diamond look like it was always meant to live there. The kind of dress that makes you stop scrolling. The kind of dress that gets photographed and talked about and remembered. But here is the wrinkle that is driving the whole conflict. Who wears it? Originally, the blue Hope for the Future diamond was worn by Hope herself at a Hope for the Future launch event. So the natural assumption is that it belongs on Hope. She is the face. She is the name. It should be her. Except, there has been a lot of conversation on Soap's social media lately about the wardrobe choices they have been making for Hope. A lot of bulky outfits. That big structured 80s style brown suit she was wearing for multiple episodes. Gradually more coverage. And fans have been asking for weeks now whether Annika Noel is pregnant, and they're just working around it with strategic costuming. People have been clocking the changes in her styling for a while, and the pattern is pretty noticeable. If Annika is pregnant, and it is starting to show, that changes the modeling situation. Maybe Hope does wear the showstopper and they use camera angles to manage it. The show has done that before, and done it well. Or maybe Bill Spencer, who always has a plan and always thinks he knows best, decides Katie should be the one wearing the diamond at the launch. Katie is front and center at the preview this week already. Bill is head over heels for her. It would not be out of character for Bill to push for his woman to be the one in the spotlight. And if that happens, if Bill tries to put Katie in Hope's showstopper with Hope's diamond for Hope's line launch, Hope is going to lose her mind. And honestly, the Forresters are going to lose their minds too, because the blue Hope for the Future diamond is Forrester legacy, and watching a Spencer-funded Logan line reclaim it is going to be salt in a very deep wound. This week is setting up something massive, and the pieces are all moving into place. Somebody is going to make a power move before this launch happens, and the fallout is going to be felt for months. All right, those are our 5 predictions for the week. RJ running a fake romance that is going to break Dylan's heart. Steffy sniffing out Hope and Katie's secret. Wyatt hiding a surprise romance with Shauna. Hope burying herself in lies in front of Brooke. And Dee designing the showstopper that puts the blue diamond back at the center of everything. It is going to be one incredible week in Los Angeles, and you absolutely do not want to miss a single moment. Thank you so much for being a loyal listener. Make sure you are following Soap Dirt wherever you get your podcasts because we are releasing content constantly and you do not want to fall behind on any of it. We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and every major platform. Hit subscribe, leave us a review if you love what we do, and we will see you in the very next episode.
Stay soapy.